Ready with me while I tell you about some of my biggest fears. Okay, so I know I can't be the only one who thinks like this. My first biggest fear is losing my parents. Now, both of my parents are 61 and they're both in pretty good health, I would say. But they're like my best friends, honestly. Like, I have such a great relationship with them. We're so close. And, as the years go by, that's what scares me the most is not having them. And I really don't want to talk too much about it because I'll just start bawling my eyes out. But that is definitely the number one biggest fear is losing my parents. And my family has a lot of cancer. There's a lot of cancer that runs in my family. A lot of my family members have died of cancer. And I also worry about that too. That maybe like one of them will get cancer one day, or I don't know. I'm always just worrying about it. But I know worrying about it won't really do anything. But like I said, they're healthy, and that's really what matters. So, okay, so this one is similar to the first one that I said. By the way, I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation. I really love this foundation. But I'm afraid of getting old. I'm afraid of growing older. And I know some people are like, oh, it's a blessing to get older. And don't get me wrong, it is because a lot of people, die young. But on the other hand, I don't want to be old. I don't want to be in my 80s, in my 90s, and can't do anything for myself. I need, to live with someone or in a rest home. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that way. I want to be physically capable, even though, not all old people need that, need, rest homes and people to do things for them, but a lot of them do. And I just don't want to be one of those people. So, yeah, those are probably like my two biggest fears. Like, I have others, but those are probably, the biggest ones that I have. Because it's just scary to think about. I mean, right now I'm only 34, but the thought does come in my head quite often. Okay, so one of the biggest ones for me is like being alone, sleeping alone in the dark at night. I know it's kind of ridiculous because I'm 34 years old, but I don't know, it just scares the shit out of me, you guys. Like, anytime I'm alone in the house, during the day, I'm okay. During the day, I'm fine. But once the night comes and it starts getting dark and I have to go to bed, I don't know. I just start freaking out and thinking fucked up, scary thoughts in my head. And you know what's crazy is you can ask my parents, my brothers. I used to be so afraid of the dark up until I was like 12 or something like that. And I don't know, I just most kids, they'll let their thoughts get to them, but like me, it was like overload. That's all I could think about. And I don't know, it still bothers me to this day. And I just don't like being alone at night. Like I said, during the day, I'm okay. But once night hits, it's all over and I'm shitting my pants. I'm going around the house, making sure all the windows are locked, all the doors are locked, even though I already know that I locked them, but I still have to go around and make sure that, everything's locked up tight. No one's outside my door. I don't know. I'm fucking crazy. And you absolutely will not catch me watching anything scary when I'm alone. Even the smallest bit scary, you won't catch me watching it because I will literally leave and go to somebody's house and stay the night instead of being by myself. Like, that's how bad it is. You can call me a baby all you want, but I don't know. It's just, it scares me, it bothers me, and it always has. All right, y'all. So, bugs is a big thing for me. I don't care what it is. Caterpillar, ant, fly, whatever. I fucking hate bugs. And they're disgusting to me, and I hate them. My parents and even my 9-year-old son make fun of me because if there's a bee around, any kind of bug, and it's like flying around me or just near me in any way, I will get up and start fucking running. Like, I hate bugs so much. Like, even ladybugs, butterflies, any any bug. It doesn't matter what it is. I hate them and they scare me and they gross me out. And yeah, bugs are such a big fear of mine. I hate bugs. Even like I said, even since I was little, I didn't like them. I always would run away. Bees are like the biggest thing for me. I'm so scared of bees. I think it's because when I was a little kid, I remember I was at the lake with my family and we were swimming, and a wasp came and stung me, and it stung me right in my back, and it hurt so bad, and it like scarred me. I feel like because ever since then, I've been so scared of all bugs, like all bugs, not just wasps, all bugs. Oh yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm a baby, but I don't care. I fucking hate them. Okay, so one of the other ones I have, I kind of have a little bit of a story to go along with it. It's funny now, but at the time it like scarred me. So when I was a kid, I was in 5th grade and we had a project due. And I still remember what the project was about. It was about Native Americans, and each kid had a different like tribe that they had to do for their like for the 5th grade class. And I did mine, and honestly, I was so happy with it. Like, I did so well on the project. I knew I was going to get an A. I knew it because I just made it look so good. And I didn't mind doing the projects. It was getting up in front of the class and presenting. That's what I hated. And still to this day, you will never catch me ever public speaking in front of, it doesn't matter what it is. Like wedding, nothing. You will not catch me public like in front of a bunch of people talking. No. So I was in my class and they called my name. They're going through all the kids. All the kids are going up and they're presenting. And they got to me and they called my name. And I remember I was shaking so bad. I was so fucking scared. And I get up there and I start to talk and I look and everybody's looking at me and I dropped my project and I ran out of the classroom crying. And I will never forget that because it scared me so bad. And throughout the rest of my school years, I did not present. And they would always say, like, oh, we're gonna take off a certain percentage of your grade if you don't do it. And I didn't even care. didn't even care. It could be the best project and I knew it was going to be, you know, really good and a really good grade. I would not do it. And I think it was because, you know, everybody looking at me all at once, it scares me. And it still does to this day. And you will not catch me public speaking. Okay, so this last one, there's like two, and one of them is heights. I'm so scared of heights. It doesn't matter if it's 5 feet off the ground or it's 20 feet. I do not like being up high. It scares the shit out of me. And I don't know. It just I don't like it. And the very last one is like I'm claustrophobic. I don't like being in small spaces. Small spaces just freak me out. Like I feel like I'm gonna be crushed or something. I don't know. But do you guys have any fears? What are your fears? Comment down below and let me know. I'd like to hear what everybody had to say and see if I'm just a scaredy cat or if you guys have fears too.